Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, freaks of all ages, FreakNet Studio proudly brings to you, it is the greatest tag team in podcast history! The original freak travesty, Mr. 33% Dizzle J. This is Just Freaking Wrestling! Hi guys, I am Travesty.
I'm Dizzle J.
And welcome back to another episode of Just Freaking Wrestling, the JFW podcast, the wrestling podcast of the Midwest. I'll call it right now.
Of everywhere.
Well, I don't know if we can legally say that yet.
We have downloads everywhere.
But we are probably the most popular podcast in Southern Chicago.
Definitely.
So, are we considered Southern Chicago?
Yeah, I mean, if
the
you're
Kankakee area.
if you're within 45 miles of Chicago, you're from Chicago.
Right. Well, I'll just say, we are the most listened to podcast in the Kankakee area.
There you go.
Wrestling, right?
There you go.
Right? Prove me wrong.
Prove me wrong.
Hey, everybody, happy belated 4th of July.
I still have all my fingers.
Right? Huge firework displays, man. There was one out my window I was able to see from my bed. Can't explain it.
I saw your Snapchat.
It's nuts.
Yeah, I was lighting fireworks up then in my street.
Oh, yeah. It's nuts, man. But hey, you know, like today's kind of more of a banter kind of wrestling episode for us.
Yeah.
There's not really a whole lot going on. No independent shows happening. Pay-per-views not till next week, where we do the predictions for next week for Extreme Rules.
Yeah.
So we're pretty much going to spend the day here just kind of like catching up on some wrestling, what's been going on for the week and stuff. Obviously, kind of like, you know, we have our final freaking thoughts. But we'll save those to last. We got or to the end of the show, because I know last week we kind of like made the whole show about them. So we'll kind of go back to the original way of doing it.
Yeah, but I was waiting because I know we had discussed certain things. I was like,
Yeah.
does he still want me to do a freaking 5? Then when he hit me with the freaking 5, I was just at a loss.
Freaking 5 is every week.
Freaking 5 is every week.
Yeah, but I know we were talking about kind of doing a revamp of the way we did it.
Right.
And we may actually trial run that for a little bit and see how it goes, because the one thing we have noticed when it comes to Freaking 5, well, before we get into the conversation about Freaking 5, I want to let everyone know that this show has a sponsor, and it's through Audible.
audibletrial.com/freaknut.
Yep. Can't say studios.
Nope, can't say studios.
Can't say studios on that one
there.
yet. But yeah, no, I mean, guys, listen, if you're a fan of stories, but you're not a huge fan of reading, Audible is the best place for you to go. They have thousands of titles that are available to pick up, to listen to on car rides, sitting at home, and doing everything like that. We've picked up books. We signed up for Audible. I love it.
I enjoy it. Like, I have Chris Jericho reading me a book on my way to work. I have an hour-long drive both ways.
And it's Chris Jericho.
It's Chris Jericho.
It is Y2J himself.
Yeah, and it's amazing. It's when you hear the artist, the writer actually read the stories from you, it makes it a whole lot more to understand, and it makes it more real.
Yes.
The way how I feel anyway.
Yeah. And it works perfect for me, because I'm not a huge fan of reading myself. I can't sit down with the book and everything, but I can listen to it. And Audible helps me out with that tremendously, and they have so many choices. And yeah, it's like Dizzle J said, you go to audibletrial.com/freaknet, you get a 30-day free trial of Audible.
And what, 2 free books?
You get they give you credits to purchase books and everything within that 30-day trial.
And then after that, either you keep it or you don't. Yeah. But you still get to keep the books, no matter what.
The books are yours. It's Audible's gift to you guys. And it's our gift to give you 30 days free for just giving it a shot. And if you end up loving it, it just keeps repeating every month. New credit and everything. It's an amazing opportunity for you guys to get out there and educate yourselves, whether it be wrestling or whatever else you're into.
A lot of my family already had it, too. So they're like, they love it. Mm-hmm. So I got them downloading stuff now for wrestling. So hopefully one day they'll be able to talk to me a little bit more.
Right.
Wrestling.
Exactly. Yeah, make sure to check out audibletrial.com/freaknet and get your 30-day free trial now. No, but what we were talking about with Freaking 5, is we might just go to asking our listeners and stuff just to give us just one answer instead.
So their freaking opinion.
Yeah. So their own freaking thought. We'll come up with a new name for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's because what we've noticed is when it comes to a lot of people, especially for us, it's hard to pick top 5 things, like no matter what the category is. And 9 times out of 10, when we do ask for 5, we only get like 1 anyways.
And you also say you made the comment because I suggested something earlier this week for freaking 5. He's like, can you do it without Googling? And I was like, no.
That's the biggest thing. I think a lot of people more like they answer the questions without having to search for them.
Right.
And I know I'm the same way about it. But I mean, at the same time, like I spent a lot of time like diving into wrestling, so a lot of shit I could just pop into my head. Dates and like certain pay-per-view stuff like that. Like when we did the WrestleMania entrance freaking 5, I did have to go back and find out which WrestleMania was from. I knew which entrances I liked.
Exactly.
But I had to go back and look. So I think maybe starting next week or down the road or everything, we'll probably dive into the new concept and trial run that and see how it goes and everything. I think we're also looking at readdressing the final freaking thought to go from 10 down to 5.
Right.
And stuff like that. Just kind of keep more of a flow going through of the show. And I think more people will interact if they just give us one answer over the 5 and stuff to choose from.
It'd be a whole lot simpler to come up with something like you said. To come up with something off the top of your head is probably a whole lot easier to sit there and you read Facebook and you're like, oh crap, let me Google this and go back and answer the question. Right. It takes a lot of time.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? It's one of those better things too, because now you're giving them the option to pick just one thing.
Right.
So it may be a little bit harder for them, but at least they'll finally figure it out for themselves. Like, damn, what is the best finishing move? What is the best theme song? What is the best pay-per-view and stuff like that? So
and another problem I'm having is like trying not to repeat the same thing I've done over that we've actually done shows on, because I don't want it to be a rerun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. No, I totally understand.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and we're gonna dive into the freaking 5 as we
start
start up. So when we
this week we did top 5.
Take that top 5
from the Facebook family.
The family.
But from the top 5 ECW old school before WWE purchased them wrestlers and superstars, I guess you should say. I don't know what wrestlers. They were still wrestlers then. From the Facebook, we have The Fitz. He puts Taz, Sabu, RVD, Bubba Ray, and Devon.
And I like how he separated the Dudleys. He didn't group it together. He didn't Andy Black that shit.
Yeah. Fred, RVD, Shane Douglas, Dreamer, Taz, and Sandman.
Yeah. I like the Shane Douglas answer because he was the first ever Extreme Championship Wrestling, like the new title and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think there's so many better options than that. But at the same time, there is a guy on my list that wasn't on their list that they may not agree with, but I went more for, like, who, not even, like, more from, like, an extreme aspect, but, like, who could really draw me into, like, the show and stuff like that.
Right. Who'd you have?
So I had Sandman, RVD, Rhino and Raven, and Mikey Whipwreck.
Ooh.
Yeah. He beat Steve Austin.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? He was tag team champions with Mankind. I believe he was also ECW champion, and he was the ultimate underdog. No matter what company you look at, he was the original Daniel Bryan of the Yes Movement era.
Yeah, I'll give you. I mean, definitely. I remember Mikey, and back when I was watching ECW, it was so hard to find them on TV, and I don't think anybody younger than me can appreciate that. Yeah, because they can record it whenever they want. Yeah. But my list was Justin Incredible, Sandman, personal favorites Tommy Dreamer, Taz and Sabu. To me, Dreamer and Taz were probably my 2 top. Yeah. Taz is always. Is that your foot?
Yeah, jeez, man. Oh. He's a footsie. Fuck. Yeah, Tommy Dreamer is ECW.
Yeah. Yeah. And still to this day, he has his organization, the House of Hardcore. Yeah. He never wanted the ECW title. Mm-hmm. I've read numerous. Never wanted it. Always was used as a placeholder. Never wanted it. But he would do it because.
Did you ever see the article about Tommy Dreamer's podcast interview he did, where he almost committed murder-suicide at a wrestling pay-per-view?
No.
Yeah, WWE pay-per-view. I can't remember which one it was, but he was going through so much shit. Like, it was like after he got signed to WWE or something like that. Like he found out that I think it was either in Texas or it was a southern state where like the gun laws weren't really that strict. Yeah. And he found out how easy it was to take a gun into like events and stuff like that. And he almost bought. I guess from what I read from the article, I can't remember which podcast it is, but I'm gonna look it up so I can listen to it. But from what it says is he contemplated going to a wrestling event, killing Paul Heyman and killing himself.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, he also had one of the best. Was it between him and Raven? That had their feud. That was
one of the top feuds. Yeah. Where Tommy Dreamer never beat Raven until Raven was going to WCW. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I liked their feud because they both had the same finisher. They both had DDT, which were the second and third best DDTs ever. So not the top though.
See, I don't remember the Raven's DDT. Dreamers I remember.
Yeah. Well, I like Raven's more because he called it an evening flow DDT, and it was just more of like it was very relatable to like Jake the Snake Roberts DDT. Grab him, drop him like very quickly, and I just like with Tommy Dreamers, he more of like grabbed the head, did like a motion, and then dropped back. Where Raven's kind of just grabbed him and dropped, and that's why I like it was like quick and instant, just like Jake the Snake's was.
So I always like the Cactus Jack one, the double
arm.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same thing with Dean Ambrose when he did the original Dirty Deeds, or no, the current Dirty Deeds, where the double arm, or even what was the Drew McIntyre.
Oh, the Future Shock DDT.
Yeah, I like that one.
That was good. Andrade, the Hammerlock DDT.
Yeah,
that's beautiful. I like it, man. A good DDT can.
Well, why don't we do that for the next freaking thought, or we'll call it a freaking pick.
Freaking pick.
Do a freaking pick. Who did the DDT the best?
Ooh,
the best DDT.
I like that.
Right. We'll throw it up there on Facebook and see what answers we get back.
That sounds great.
I'm sure we named most of them.
Well, I could still think a couple more, but
yeah,
I'm gonna leave that to the side now since that's a freaking pick.
Yeah. So let's talk about Hunter Payne being a little bitchy on Facebook.
Oh, what do you mean, little bitch on Facebook? I think he
straight
up punched your ass.
Okay, hold on a second. First off, I want to get the verbiage right because you're going to stir shit up. I didn't say he was being a bitch. I said he was being bitchy.
Bitchy?
Yeah, he was being bitchy. Nah. I didn't call him a little bitch.
I think you did.
I definitely did not.
That's kind of what it sounds like.
No, I think he was being bitchy. I tried to explain to him how, regardless if SCW is a good company or not, they don't have the intensity that ARW has. They just don't. They lost it. They used to. They kind of lost it.
I'm pretty sure ARW is losing their intensity with Holiday's new La La LaRue pants he's wearing.
Hey, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. That is a little weird.
He must be taking hints from Gino Samantino.
Maybe, but you got something to ring with Holiday?
No.
Right? Right? Neither would I.
The only thing that still keep me on his side is got two hatchet men tattooed here that I didn't realize. So dude's a juggalo. But
no, it's a big thing. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, if you go to our Facebook page, GFW Podcast on Facebook, it just showed fucking Holiday, post arm workouts, and he's a fucking beast. And yeah, I'll admit it. I do believe that ARW currently is the top independent company in the Midwest.
Like I said, things are going to switch, and you're going to be eating your words here soon.
Well, at least you could agree with me. ARW's on top. If you think they'll switch.
If you go by wins, yes.
I'm not going by wins. I'm going by the intensity that they bring.
I'm not saying they're more intense.
Sorry, man. I mean,
I'm only going by wins. By wins, they have more wins over SCW right now. Granted,
that's true.
More shady wins, but wins nonetheless, because we know that a win is a win here. Mm-hmm. But still, ARW is not going to have the stamina to keep up with SCW and their younger talent and their up-and-coming talent. With your Anguses and your Baylocks and fuck, man.
Is that what you do?
Jake Andrews.
You want to throw Angus in the group of young kids?
Yeah.
The young up-and-comers?
He's younger than
who?
Than most of the ARW staff.
Yeah, come on now, man.
You got Grandpa fucking Scrooge doing...
Dude, you need to have veterans back, man. It's the same reason why WWE kept Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan around for so long. When you sit there and you build up to guys, I mean, like even Mr. 3% over there, like, yeah, I may not be a huge fan of his, but I mean, he does fucking bring some intensity when it comes to wrestling.
I give him Mr. 3%, but the rest of it, between him and Holiday, I think those are the only two threats in that class.
Oh, God, no. Come on, no, even fucking, honestly, even Greg Allen, after he got screwed out of his title to Jay Harris, I mean, he's actually, because it did seem
James Allen?
Oh, what did I say?
Greg.
What's his name?
James, I'm pretty sure.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm going to call him Allen because that's what I know is right. Is it James? It's not James Allen. I know
it's something Allen. But I'm
Pretty
pretty sure it's
sure.
not Greg. I think you're thinking of Greg Hansen.
Maybe.
The
Who?
flawless one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty sure it's James Allen.
Is it James?
Pretty sure.
I'm gonna look it up. You keep talking. I'll look it up.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
But yeah, he lost.
Mhm.
I don't think he doesn't have his Indiana State title anymore. Jay Harris, who is probably one of the top guns. SCW.
Greg Hansen's the announcer.
Greg Hansen's the
So
announcer.
who's the flawless one?
James Allen.
Allen. James, is it James Allen?
I think it's James Allen.
keep
Dave
talking.
Allen.
Dave! Fucking Dave Allen.
Fuck, man. We met this guy, and he's going to kick our ass.
Well, in our defense, he really didn't give us much time of day at that point.
No.
He did. I think that title kind of got to his head.
A little bit.
Honestly, yeah. Huge ARW guy, but I think losing that title kind of like helps him get his fight back. Again, increasing the intensity. That fucking title, I don't know if that title's cursed or not, because ever since Harris got that title, he really doesn't put forth that effort.
Huh, the next match he had was against Ricochet, Marche, and
Cage.
He lost,
And
but
then
he had a hell of a
And
showing.
then he had a title defense that he cheated intentionally to hold his title. He lost the match intentionally.
The same thing Ric Flair has done, Triple H has done.
Intentionally. It's not he cheated to win. He still lost the match. I'll say it. I mean,
you kept the title.
I lost respect for Harris because of that.
Well,
I mean, if you want to cheat, yeah, but do it the right way. He can't even cheat right.
the right way.
He can't even fucking cheat right, man. Right?
I didn't see the match.
Yeah. The important thing is, after Hunter was whining and shit, we had a personal conversation. We're going to set up an interview to where I believe I will get my apology. And we're just going to go there because
I'm going to sit on the opposite side, so that way when he reaches over to put your head through a table.
If this was like last year or 2 years ago, Hunter Payne, I'd probably be more afraid, but not so much anymore. Not so much.
No, man. I think without his tag team partner, he's stepped it up so much. Because now he has to hold the reins.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, because he definitely stepped up and fought that little pet from the Manson family. So, woo, challenge.
Everybody deserves a shot. Maybe he was just
come on now. Are you
kid.
Serious?
Hey, the kid didn't have a bad showing against him.
You're telling me of all the talent that SCW is supposed to have, he fights the lackey of Manson family?
Sometimes you have to beat the dog to train it right.
But why? Well, first off, the Manson family is doing their own thing. The fact that he fought them means nothing. If he really wanted to step up, he should have fought someone from ARW.
Granted. Maybe, he beat the shit out of Santina Starks.
Oh, okay.
Santana Starks.
Okay, cool, yeah. Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I don't think you're thinking of the same guy.
Probably not.
No, it's not the guy who walks around.
Why not fight the machine?
Let him fight the machine.
Or I can't remember the other guy's name now. So many initials. The Bane mask guy.
BOW. He's beaten BOW before.
I wanted to say OBD.
OBD.
That's the hot hillbilly.
BOW hasn't even accepted my friend request on Facebook, okay? That's the scary Bane-looking motherfucker, right?
But yeah, why not?
He's beaten BOW before.
Not
BOW's been in SCW and have their asses handed
now when
to
he
him.
got soft. I'll say it.
Oh.
I'm gonna say it.
I'm bringing a flag jacket to this interview.
Here's the thing, and this is what I know Hunter's gonna appreciate is that I'm being honest. I'm not kissing his ass like you are.
I'm not kissing his ass.
Really? First off, you told me I'm drinking the ARW Kool-Aid.
You are drinking the ARW
as you're
Kool-Aid.
typing in an SCW chant into a fucking comment. Who the fuck types in an SCW chant? Who's not fucking so far up Sentinel's ass, you can fucking watch him wink.
I'm more of a Keith guy.
I'm sorry. You couldn't be up Sentinel's ass because he's never there.
Which is why I'm more of a Keats guy.
Yeah.
Keats may have been a little shady, but at least he's there.
Thing. How the fuck can SCW run a company if they have no authority there?
It happens. You got somebody up there running the show.
Like the anonymous Raw general manager from a goddamn laptop? Come on, man.
It's Hornswoggle into the ring, obviously.
Come on. Yeah, fuck.
who's also Vincent Kennedy McMahon's son.
Right? I mean, I'm just saying, I love SCW. SCW is pretty much is what we got started with in independent wrestling. They're not the same.
No, they're getting better and better and better and better. Where ARW is just...
Ironically, they started getting better when ARW came in. It's nuts, right? Isn't that weird how that worked out?
It's like WWE got better when WCW was there.
Right? So thank God ARW's there to help SCW
They are
improve.
the WCW, and SCW is the WWE.
Well, I guess we're
eventually going to squash WCW.
Eventually, but when?
By the end of the year.
When? What the fuck are they waiting for?
The right time.
Let me ask you a question.
You have to bait these guys in, bring them in, let them feel like they're safe, and then bam.
Okay, so give me a fucking 4-man team from SCW that could bam ARW. Give me a 4-man team.
4-man team? Yeah. Angus, Harris, Hunter, and Cage.
Well, I mean good wrestlers.
Those are
come on! Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
God, well, I get why he threw the SCW champ in there because, I mean, for some reason he still has...
I would pick Andrews, but Andrews is with the family, and I...
Can't pick
they're not on either side at the moment, which is totally respectable. They're like the NWO-ish kind of deal right now.
I get you. I definitely would love to see a WCW, WWE Survivor Series theme between SCW and ARW. I got a feeling that's probably going to be the end game here. Because, I mean, they do have a lot of great talent. Now, the only thing I don't like with what's going on with SCW is it seems like they're getting away from, like, true tag teams.
Yeah, they haven't had a...
No. I mean, like, yeah, you got Sheik and Angus and everything, but honestly, I think... Nothing against the Sheik. I love his fucking pointy shoes. Angus...
You let him know every time.
Every fucking time. But, I mean, like... Angus, I think, could have an opportunity for the Genesis title, but that's another thing I think Sentinel is missing is he's not giving everyone a true opportunity.
I think Sentinel's still hooked up on trying to fix what he thinks Keats broke. That he's trying to give all these good guys.
But Keats didn't break anything.
I don't feel like...
But you're a Keats guy.
I don't feel like
Keats break.
This is why I did the hand signals. Unfortunately, we're not on video.
Thank God this audio podcast caught your air quotes.
The next time I'll be like, air quotes.
But no, I mean, and that's the thing too. I can't think of really much SCW tag teams. I mean, obviously you got Baylock and his tag team partner. You have, I guess you call Sheik and Angus. I don't really see Black Irish anymore.
No. I see Mulligan more around than Marche.
Yeah. And, I guess they do, Bulletproof. They don't call it Bulletproof Inc. anymore.
A Bulletproof LLC.
Yeah.
LLC.
I mean, they got the new guy that came in.
Yeah. Who's looks like a big ass powerhouse.
Yeah, so, I mean, who knows? I mean, and we did have a brief conversation with, I'm horrible with fucking names.
Adam Cage?
Yeah, and that's what I hate about the fact that these companies take a month off because I don't get a chance to talk to them too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, Adam Cage, we talked to him briefly and everything about everything moving forward. Fan of the show. Probably because of me.
He won't be now because you're shitting all over SCW.
I'm not shitting on SCW. I'm just kind of disappointed in how little they seem to care.
Some of them. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I mean, outside, and I told Hunter this, outside of him, outside of Cage, Maverick, and outside of Angus, there's really no heart there anymore. Even Harris, seems more focused on his title than he cares about the fucking company.
He's got that gold fever.
Yeah, and that's not healthy.
No.
And how the fuck do you have companies, and I'll even say to ARW, how can ARW stand as a supreme company when they don't even have their own heavyweight championship? Ivan has it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Ivan does have it.
And how can SCW, stand tall when the fucking Manson family has the fucking
tag team titles? Yeah. And then you got Karma Kazi with the female title.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. I still don't know what side she's. I think she's SCW. She fought with Cage against ARW. I mean, she walked away.
She walked away from that match.
But it's just what's going on in her mind?
What we really need to see is that we've seen the ARW female champion or women's champion, but she really needs to fight the SCW champion.
She's friends with me on Facebook. I'll let her know.
We need a night of champions.
We do. We definitely do.
I would love fight each other.
Yeah, but the biggest thing and the unfortunate thing is like I want to see. I guess you don't even need it. I mean, because you do have Mr. 3% and you do have Excalibur, who are the ARW Tag Team Champions.
Malibu's Most Wanted.
Yeah, but I'm more of a fan of the Caribbean guys.
I'm a big fan of the Caribbean guys.
Like if I had to put together an ARW team, I would probably want the Caribbean guys on there. I'd probably want you just give me his initials, BOW.
BOW.
And Holiday. I think that'd be great. Or even if you took BOW, Holiday, Machine, and even Mr. 3%.
I think Holiday and Machine are in the same faction because Flywheel is both their managers. I could be wrong. That could be their Heyman family.
Yeah.
Air quotes.
Yeah. Or Heyman family. Why can't I think of names right now, man?
Hey, it's not as late as we were last week, but it's still kind of late at night for us.
Yeah.
You know?
Heenan, like the Heenan family.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I get it. I don't know. I just want Hunter to apologize. He kind of lashed out. It was unacceptable.
I think you're barking up the wrong tree, and I'm gonna leave it at that. But, you know,
we'll see. I mean, I feel that when we sit
down, I
got
a chair shot from Holiday coming at any moment, though.
I don't know. I mean, the biggest thing I want to find out is I want to know how Hunter's son's doing. I mean, I wonder if his jaw's still hurting after Holiday kind of put him in his place, kind of put him where. I mean, not gonna lie, he deserved it. So.
Little Hunter got his up and coming. He got him back though.
Yeah.
I don't think nearly as hard, but
no, he shoved him. Come on now.
Well, he's still young.
Yeah, he definitely needs to learn to kind of stay out of adult business
or step up and punch like a man.
I don't know if he can step up.
I hope so. He's the son of Hunter.
Yeah, and how did Hunter do at that ARW match? That's right, he was laying on the ground when his kid got popped. I forgot about that part, right?
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, stuff happens.
Stuff
it goes back and forth. I believe that was a no contest, though, so there was no clear winner.
I believe it. Yeah, no, I believe I saw Hunter kind of going back to the backstage, yeah.
Yeah, kicking Holiday's ass.
Yeah, I think Holiday was trying to catch up with him.
Nah.
I will say, he does have some endurance on him to get to the backstage. So.
Right? Oh, man. They're kicking his ass, and you know it.
Sure. But, I'm going to give them a little advice on a good match that I think I talked to you about.
Okay.
Remember I was talking about the Genesis title and the Indiana State title in the same match?
Yeah.
I think they should do something like that.
Winner take all?
Yeah. They could do a fatal 4-way. They could do Bane X, obviously a Genesis champion. They could do Jay Harris as the United States champion. They throw Allen in there. They could throw Baylock in there if they like. Have a fatal 4-way. 2 fall. First fall, you become Genesis champion. Second fall, you become the Indiana State champion. I think that'd be a great match.
That's a different type of match.
Right?
I think I'd enjoy that.
And ARW will probably come out with both titles, which makes sense.
Nah, I doubt that, but
I don't know, man.
It'll be the one time Baynex gets his loss since having the Genesis title.
Yeah, he's a fighter. I will give him that.
He's a hell of a fighter.
He's definitely a fighter.
He talks to us almost every time we're there.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I know, especially coming around this summer and everything. I did see something on SCW. I believe it's either August or September. It's like the month of Bane X because that's where they really focus on like helping children and stuff like that.
I would imagine July since it's a very patriotic month.
That's true too.
That's just how I feel.
Well, I know.
Because
I can't remember. Is it MS that they're helping out with in July?
Believe it's either MS or they did the foster kids last time, right?
It was the beds.
Yeah.
Yeah, building the beds for children, yeah. That's one thing I do love about SCW is they do go out of their way to...
both companies usually have...
Yeah.
I think ARW does a lot. What did they have last time? They did something with a relay for life or something like that.
Yeah, you're right. Let's see. So SCW Meltdown, which is July 28th. Why do I keep thinking it was the 27th for some reason?
I don't know.
Oh, weird. Oh, it's probably because it's July 28th of last year. Oh, Facebook, you let me down. It is July 27th. You're right. Well, I'm right. See here. SCW is honored to help the local branch of the Lutheran Child and Family Services of Illinois.
Nice.
So it's always good. It's always good to help them out and everything. But no, SCW, I'm happy that you're out there helping the people who need help. Help yourself. Get better. Say it. I'm saying it.
I know you're saying it. I know you're not afraid to say it.
I can't be afraid to say it, man.
I'm just going to have to hope that after you have your confrontation with Hunter that this doesn't become a one-man show.
I don't think it's going to be a confrontation. I think we should be able to have a normal conversation to where he just doesn't get bitchy.
You think I can get him to sign a waiver not to hit the mic and break the mic?
Well, the mic's expensive. I'd rather him hit you.
Well, he's not going to hit me. He might hit you.
Maybe. Not to throw blame anywhere else, but didn't you forget Ivan last week when we did the freaking 5?
Whoa.
Just checking. Just throwing it out. I'm just checking real quick.
I would never forget Ivan.
But no, I think when we sit down with them and everything, the big thing is because we do have a lot of interview opportunities coming up, especially because of PPW and NAW.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing over the phone.
Yeah, we got that all figured out. And I didn't understand why, but when I explained to Hunter we could call in the interview, for some reason he wanted to do it in person.
Yeah, hey.
Weird.
Come on over.
Right, so we're gonna get it figured out. I told Hunter, we're gonna get it figured out. We're gonna find the scheduling. We're gonna try to get him on before the end of summer. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna talk to Hunter. And the biggest thing is it's not even talking about the AOW, SCW stuff. But I want to hear his fucking story. That's the biggest thing I'm excited about. Talking to these independent wrestlers is getting their history.
I love it. Sometimes he'll throw the old photos up of himself.
Yeah.
And it's like, it still looks like Hunter, but like Kid Hunter.
Yeah.
But he's still kind of scary looking.
God, yeah. It's like when I first talked to him. I remember him wrestling up at Elite Pro Wrestling, back in 2008, 2009. My cousin owned a company. I remember him wrestling there when he was a Nightbreed.
Did you see the pictures someone posted? I think I tagged you in it.
Maybe.
Of all the wrestlers from that organization.
Wasn't Elite Pro, was it?
Yeah, I think so, because Marty was in it.
I'll have to look. I'll have to check it out. Remind me when we're done here so I can take a look at it, because I can't keep looking up stuff and expect you to do something. So
yeah, no, I'm not gonna look up shit. So it's not 33%. So.
Yeah, give you too much to do. But no, I'm really excited, especially with the new company, especially up in Wisconsin that we're talking with to get everything figured out and get those situated. So, guys, expect some interviews coming from independent wrestlers from the area coming soon, because I'm really excited to talk.
Oh man, it's gonna be so awesome,
right?
We're gonna sit down and be like, we're gonna be real reporters.
Yeah, we're gonna mark out so bad.
Oh, I mean, it's gonna be like me and the Cajuns.
How excited it's gonna be when we fucking interview Holiday? God, it's gonna be a dream come true.
I'm gonna call in that interview.
You don't want to sit down with Holiday?
No, I don't want. I think he's gonna like my La 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 pants comment.
Right. Maybe he'll wear them for you.
As he's hitting me with a steel chair.
God damn.
It's like, Hunter, help. Angus, we made you a t-shirt.
We made it. Speaking of t-shirts.
Yeah.
We have t-shirts. Talk about the t-shirts.
So you get t-shirts from tpublic.com. Searching JFW.
Yes.
You can get Mr. 33%, the original Freak Travesty, the JFW podcast, the JFW World's Greatest Tag Team Podcast History.
Yep.
What else we got?
We got Freakin', my second favorite F word.
We
got the Travesty Dizzle J 2020 Make Wrestling Great Again t-shirt.
That's like my favorite. That's the next one I'm buying.
Yep. But we still got the specialty shirts for Andy Black and Angus McDuff still available.
And the Angus McDuff one looks really good in the green.
It does. It looks badass.
I love it so much. You can get in tapestries, coffee mugs,
pillows,
notebooks, wall art or posters for layman's, laptop covers, pretty much anything.
Yeah, the biggest thing is like when we upload the logo, it goes on whatever you want. And I mean, and if you're not a fan of t-shirts, you get tank tops, you get hoodies, V-necks, baseball shirts, onesies, sweatshirts, and stuff like that. They're great. There is a special coming up, I believe, July 17th is when it starts. So make sure you check out tpublic.com. Search JFW.
I thought you were going to do the thing. The shirts are great, too.
You mean TEPUBLIC.com?
I love it. The shirts are great. They don't shrink.
No.
I haven't had either. Me or Liziana's shirt has not shrank, which is great. Whatever.
Sure.
This ain't English class.
Okay. Obviously.
But they don't shrink. They hold. And I mean, you said this was a gray or black what?
It's black heather. Go and feel it. Tell me how nice that is.
Ooh.
Right?
That's nice and soft.
It's made perfect for the heavy-set gentleman on a hot day.
It's got the breathability.
It's so nice.
Nice.
Yeah. But a lot of our shirts, they come in different colors and stuff like that. Like the Angus shirt came in green.
Oh, man. So pretty.
It's really awesome. So, again, check out tpublic.com, TEPUBLIC.com, search GFW, pick up some merchandise. Also, I wanted to mention ARW is having a show August 10th. It's called Headlocks for Hunger.
Ooh, I like headlocks.
And hunger.
I get hungry.
Everyone gets hungry. Hungry for headlocks.
Ooh.
So I'm excited. It's August 10th. I believe it may be at the Texas Roadhouse. I'm assuming that's what that's meaning.
Yeah, we got Chavo and
Buff Bagwell. Man.
Buff is the stuff.
Buff is the stuff, man. But you know what I'm really excited to talk about is the fact that Buff Bagwell had many matches on WCW pay-per-views.
Yeah, you were mentioning that.
So we are going to we're going to talk a lot about Buff Bagwell when we start doing our watch-alongs for the pay-per-views.
Ooh.
Right?
Is that on YouTube?
No, it's on Patreon.
I thought we were oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Where you at? Do you even listen to the meetings?
Yeah, man,
Guys, if you don't know, we do have a Patreon where you could go and sign up for one of our many tiers off many different specials that you get gifts and stuff from for just being a part and contributing to the podcast. And we are adding another tier on there strictly for WWE Network pay-per-view watch-alongs. And we're going to look at a lot of classic pay-per-views like WCW, NWA, AWA, the old Attitude Era back in the 80s and 70s of WWE, WCCW and stuff like that. We're going to basically do watch-along podcasts to where all you got to do, it's going to be just for the WWE Network guys so you can get the whole pay-per-view. And basically, we're going to watch the pay-per-view, and as we watch through it, we're going to talk about it. And all you got to do is just sync up the pay-per-view on your WWE Network and watch along as we discuss what we love about it. You're basically getting JFW commentary for the WWE Network pay-per-views.
It's like having us do super commentary is what I want to call it.
Yeah.
No holds barred. We're not liable for anything we say.
Yeah.
I think.
No, I mean the thing is it's an exclusive for Patreon. So all you gotta do is sign up for Patreon. It's not gonna be expensive. It's just gonna be like it'll be a couple bucks, maybe a month and stuff like that. Just to listen to us, give our feedback and stuff on the pay-per-view as you watch it.
We'll put a little timer up on the screen so you keep right in line with us.
Why do you keep saying screen? There's no screen, man. It's not YouTube.
I don't know why I keep thinking...
It's audio only, bro.
I don't know why I keep thinking YouTube.
You're probably really focused on the fact that we are dropping YouTube videos this fall.
Oh, we are dropping YouTube videos this fall.
We're so dropping YouTube videos this fall because GFW Podcast is going video.
That sounds dirty.
It's so dirty.
Ooh.
But it's PG for YouTube.
Yeah.
Plus, we're going to do a lot of cool things. Like, we're going to do action figure reviews. We're going to do promo reenactments and stuff like that. And plus, once in a while, if we feel like it, we'll release the video version of our podcast up on YouTube as well.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Then they can see my flailing when I talk.
Right? They can finally see those air quotes.
Yeah, the air quotes.
Right? So make sure if you guys have YouTube, make sure you check out YouTube and search JFW Podcast and subscribe to us and hit the little notification bell so you know once these shows start dropping, they could I don't know. What the fuck was I saying? I know. Once the shows drop, you'll get informed of what they are.
You got so excited your watch broke.
I know. And to get back to Patreon, if you want to find us on Patreon, all you got to do is go to patreon.com/JFW Podcast. Check out the tiers. It's anything from $1 for, people who just want to support as much as they can, all the way up to $25 for sponsorships of companies who want us to give them shout outs and promote the shit out of their stuff.
Woohoo!
So,
we already have two.
We do. Like Audible.
Audibletrial.com.
And Mama T.
Mama T.
Mama T.
Who can forget the original sponsor?
Yeah, right. My mommy loves me.
I take it as your mom loves me too.
No, not one bit.
Yeah.
She barely knows who you are.
She forgets who I am every time I see her.
she's almost like a CEO because she always makes sure it's like, did you come over to record? Yeah.
It's like, I'll go get his ass.
Hey, he's coming. It's like, what's my money doing? Like, exactly.
She come knocking at my house, grabs me by my ear. Time to go record. I'm like, all right, Mama T. Can I put my pants on?
Oh, God. So guys, make sure, listen, if you're in the area and you haven't checked out an SCW show or you haven't checked out an ARW show, don't miss out on it. Go ahead and check it out. SCW is the 27th. It's in Shabance. $10, advance. You purchase them in advance at Genesis Martial Arts, Fit Body U, or they're $12 at the door. Doors open at 6, bell times at 7. It's a great opportunity to get out and watch independent wrestling, as well as August 10th when ARW is at the Texas Roadhouse. I believe it's in Portage. I'll get the information more from that when we get closer to August. But we should have a match card from SCW, hopefully when it gets closer. If Sentinel ever does his job, who knows?
That'd be great.
Right?
I mean, usually they're pretty good about getting it at least a week or two before they put it out to give us like the little...
Yeah, exactly. And the biggest thing too is like, even though we'll mention it on the show, we're still going to upload it on our social media because we are huge on social media. We try to stay as focused as possible. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All you gotta do is search JFW Podcast. Follow and like the pages and everything, so you know that when we put something up there, like the freaking what was it? The freaking pick or
we're gonna call it the freaking pick now.
The freaking pick. No, we got to call something different because we got the Dizzle J pick of the week. We gotta do something different.
Ooh.
So we'll figure. So just what we're gonna put up we'll still call it the freaking 5 right now. Whatever, 5-star choice, whatever. Where the freaking 5 is going to be at, where we upload independent show ideas that come along. When you guys buy merchandise, make sure that you post it up on Facebook and tag us on it so we can see how awesome this merchandise looks on you. Whenever the shows get dropped, we post it up on social media so you guys know. But also, if you follow us on Facebook, you will see the Dizzle J pick of the week.
Oh, yeah. And that's the 6-man tag team from ECW.
Staying with the theme of the Extreme Rules pay-per-view.
The Extreme Rules pay-per-view. The original Extreme Rules is obviously ECW.
Yes.
And I believe if you go from there, it's more CZW is where Ambrose came from. And
yeah,
stuff
there was like
that.
An XPW or something like that. Wrestling Society X, I think. Was.
But it's from pay-per-view. I just had it on my screen in front.
Right. Yeah, you're killing it.
I'm killing it.
You are SCWing it up right now.
Oh, man. I knew you were going to say that.
You are truly a Southland.
Oh, fuck you, T. So it's the ECW 6-man tag team match from April 7th, 1997. I mean, it's guys you probably haven't heard of or haven't heard of in such a long time. Check it out. It's ridiculous. ECW is such a dirty wrestling organization. Yeah. But some of the best wrestlers came from there.
It was within, I don't know how long grunge music was around, but it was almost towards the end of grunge music where they kind of kept that going inside the wrestling. Like Raven. Raven was the pinnacle of grunge.
Yeah, Raven was like the Pearl Jam, Nirvana.
Yeah.
And then you also had Stone Cold Steve Austin, who birthed the Stone Cold character in ECW.
Yeah. Not the name.
Not the name, but the character.
Cactus Jack was there. Mikey Whipwreck. Fucking Mikey Whipwreck. But even all the other, the great guys, Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, Dean Malenko, Perry Saturn, Rey Mysterio, La Parka,
Psychosis,
Juventud Guerrero. They all came from ECW.
And a lot of times these guys would put on wrestling matches, not just extreme matches, but wrestling matches, and the crowd still loved it.
Ooh, you know who wasn't on the list? Bam Bam Bigelow.
Ooh.
We didn't put him on our list.
Man, just like WWE, we forgot about Bam Bam.
You know that fucking Miss Elizabeth isn't a Hall of Famer yet?
I heard she was blackballed.
God damn it, Lex Luger.
Yeah, well, he looks like a hot mess now.
Yeah,
so.
Gotcha. Final freaking thoughts, bro. Final freaking thoughts.
Da-da-da.
Right. Okay, so first one I got here is Spears chair shot to Cody Rhodes.
That looked wicked.
Right? He ended up with some staples, luckily not concussed.
How?
I don't know.
That must bad. Be that Rhodes head.
Roadhead?
Rhodes.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. But yeah, it was a rough chair shot.
Yeah.
An unprotected head shot.
I mean, Spears is, he's got something to prove after leaving WWE too.
Yeah, well, he's not the perfect 10 anymore.
Huh?
Just like SCW. AJ Styles.
Fucker.
AJ Styles heel turn and reforming the club.
I love that because I really think that both the Good Brothers and AJ needed something.
They need that faction
back. Yeah. And they just work better as a heel team.
We talked about that. He's missing a faction.
Yeah.
Why not? You know, and the biggest thing, especially when it came from Raw, I'm sure you remember. You know, like they try to get that old AJ back from New Japan and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping they do. AJ Lee teased a possible wrestling return.
That'd be awesome. Never. But I would hope not WWE because I feel like they would shit all over.
Yeah, I'll probably be AEW.
Probably be AEW or maybe Impact.
No, not Impact. No, not yet.
No.
Not Impact. AEW, definitely.
Impact is kind of roller coaster.
A return at AEW in Chicago?
Oh, that crowd would go nuts. Then they would just wait for Punk.
Right. AEW is going to refuse to ever do intergender matches.
That's cool.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I mean, like we talked about last week a little bit, Lucha Underground started out doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And it's okay that Lucha Underground does it because Lucha Underground takes kayfabe so above and beyond.
Right.
That the idea that somebody like Ivelisse could beat Mil Muertes, but when you want to try to pull realism into wrestling, you have to look at logic. Like, nothing against women. Yeah, there's a lot of tough women out there.
Yeah.
They're not going to do the shit that they're doing to fucking big dudes.
Yeah, you're not going to have fucking Alexa Bliss beat the Big Show.
No.
It's just not going to happen.
WWE will let that happen, though. AW put a freeze on signing new talent.
Good.
Yep.
I think they talked about it before that they keep their roster small. And by small, I believe max was 70.
Yeah, give everyone an opportunity.
Yeah, it's just easier to get everybody involved.
Yep. Out of all the SCW wrestlers, give me a new tag team.
Oh, the easiest one would be Mulligan and McDuff.
Yep.
I think that would be a perfect tag team.
It just goes back to my whole thing where like they're lacking tag teams.
It fits too with McDuff and Mulligan.
Especially their one drunk fest.
That was
fight.
awesome. That's one of my favorite matches.
Yeah.
Waterboarding with Jameson.
Corey Graves dropping the holy shit on the live TV.
That was awesome. I'm sure it wasn't great for WWE because they're probably gonna get fined for it, but it goes back to that realism.
Yeah,
it made it feel like not so staged.
Mm-hmm. Maria Kanellis tears down her husband on live TV and reveals that she's pregnant during the match. Talks about how she's surprised that Mike Kanellis is is even man enough to get her pregnant, and that he can't do anything. There's no surprise that he got mopped, that they mopped the floor with him when he came and mopped the floor at home, and just really tearing him down.
Someone's not eating the pussy, right?
But it's that new age fucking wrestling that he's starting to bring up. That PG's dead, man.
Yeah,
Heyman's coming strong, brother.
Yes, definitely. I mean, Kanellis. I really never cared for Mike Kanellis before, anyway.
Did you know that was his first match on Raw, ever?
Really?
Yeah. When he came in at SmackDown. Then got bumped to 205 Live. That was his first match on Raw, and he lost to the Disarmer.
Well, I guess if you're gonna lose to somebody, might as well be Becky Lynch.
But how do you feel about now WWE's getting away from the PG era, going more dark?
It needed to happen a long time ago. Yeah. It just did. I'll still let my kids watch. My kids are 12 and 6 years old, so it's not like. Did he really just kill him? No.
Yeah. Kevin Owens wants a babyface push.
It would have been. You know what? They couldn't do it now.
No.
But they should have kept with it when he was with the New Day.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of turning him back to heel right away. He was getting really good momentum.
It would have been great if they kept him babyface in New Day, and when Big E came back, felt like Big E was being replaced.
Right.
And he did the heel turn.
Right.
Oh, God. What do I have left here? I think there's only one more. Yeah. Paul Heyman's big on giving Ricochet a main event push.
He deserves it.
Yeah. Could he be the next Rey Mysterio?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think Ricochet definitely has the potential, has the moves that the excitement.
The moves like Jagger?
I got the moves like Jagger. No, I think Ricochet is going to be a main event player, and you're going to see. I don't want to see the fall of the big man, but you're going to see less people like the Cenas and the Randy Ortons, and you're going to see more of these guys who can just move in the ring.
Yeah.
More my type of wrestling than your type of wrestling, but you're still going to have those random powerhouses like.
It's nice to have a blend of it.
Exactly.
It's like when you look back at early WWE, like you had Andre the Giant, but you still had Macho Man, you still had Ricky Steamboat, you still had The Undertaker, and some of that. Shawn Michaels and Kane, there's always a good blend. The only thing that would be weird to it is having like Ricochet take on Braun Strowman. But you could have Braun Strowman take on like Baron Corbin or Luke Gallows, some of the bigger guys.
Well, you had Braun Strowman has taken on Finn Balor, had good matches.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
No, what wasn't good is when he lost to Kalisto.
God, right?
That was stupid. But I think if you get somebody like Braun who can move in the ring, he's not super good at the mic, but he's pretty good on the mic. No. I think you'll see big guys like him stick around.
Yeah, I just I like the Ricochet push. I would maybe look at the other guys who've been there a little bit longer than Ricochet who may need something.
Like Finn Balor, Samoa Joe. I mean, granted, Samoa Joe is facing Kofi at Extreme Rules, but come on now. I don't know. I love Samoa Joe. He's one of my favorites, especially for big guys that can move. That's
I want to see a. Not to cut you off, but I don't care. No, go ahead.
No, it would be nice to see him have a run with a major title. What I
want for this year, I want Survivor Series to have a full TNA team. I would love if they signed James Storm. They had AJ Styles, James Storm, Samoa Joe, Bobby Roode, and Eric Young take on like a group from WWE. I would love if they made a group out of those guys.
I mean,
they caught Impact. I don't give a fuck.
They got
total non-stop action.
Well, I mean, they're not using the TNA anymore, right? So I guess they could. Not? I don't think anybody else.
Yeah, they get James Storm there. They can make that a fan.
Who did James Storms just sign with somebody?
No, he didn't.
Yeah. He still wrestles. I forget what.
Well, I know he still wrestles. I thought he was just doing a lot of independent
I thought he signed with one of a bigger independent company.
Well, I know he definitely didn't sign with AEW.
No, that would have been all over the place.
I don't think he went to New Japan. Ooh, maybe Gorilla? Pro Wrestling Gorilla?
And Ring of Honor is kind of taking a dive lately too.
Right.
That sucks. Because Ring of Honor was like top of the game for independent wrestling. But I think AEW like scalped a lot of their talent too. AEW, like I said, AEW is going to take a minute to get rolling. But I think once they get rolling, it's going to be really good.
For sure.
I heard Friday Fest wasn't that great. But again, this is a brand new company, and only a couple of these guys have worked live TV.
Yeah. I'm excited to talk about them when they hit TNT in October.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited for that. I'm excited to see the work that Heyman does on Raw, Bischoff does on SmackDown. I'm really eager to see if fucking Trump shows up on SmackDown for Fox. I know Fox really wants that.
Which is funny. I don't know if he can. Can he being president show up on stuff like that?
Yeah, I wouldn't see why not.
I don't think he can take money, though.
Probably not. He doesn't need it. He's rich.
Yeah. He just donates it.
He has Trump money.
Trump money. What do you want me to do? Well, Stone Cold's going to come out.
Right. Well, there's another thing, too. They're talking about Stone Cold coming back for an appearance for WWE, which has been a while since he's been back.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they bring back his podcast on WWE Network because they haven't done one since.
I don't think they will because his first podcast back was with Tony Khan. i.e. the owner of AEW.
And I did read an article where Booker T pulled out of StarCast.
Really?
Yeah, because of the whole AEW WWE thing.
That's stupid.
Yeah. I get it.
I mean, I get it, but... Oh, Walter got in trouble.
Walter got in trouble?
Yeah. So he was at a show, and he was wrestling. Somebody took the NXT title, stepped on it. It was an unapproved spot by WWE, and WWE is not very happy.
Oh, Walter.
Hey, what can he do?
Yeah. Which, I get why he did it. I mean, he has a lot of intensity. Something Hunter needs to find.
Nice segue.
Right?
Segue.
Speaking of segues, if you love the segues I have, you can catch it every week here on JFW. And you can find our show on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Podbean, just by searching JFW Podcast or Just Freaking Wrestling. And if you listen to our show on iTunes, give us a 5-star rating, give us a 5-star review.
Definitely.
Right? Shout out again to Audible for being a sponsor of the show. All you gotta do is go to audibletrial.com/freaknet, get your 30-day free trial, plus credits for getting your free book. Thousands of titles to choose from. Why not give it a shot today? Make sure you pick up our merchandise at tpublic.com. That's TEPUBLIC.com. Just by searching JFW and pick up your merchandise today. Also, if you want to help out the podcast and not sure how, go ahead and join our Patreon. That's patreon.com/JFW podcast. That's all I got.
Time to ring the bell on this episode.
Perfect. As always, I am Travesty.
I'm Dizzle J.
And thank you for listening to another episode of Just Freaking Wrestling, the JFW podcast.
Peace.